Farms. I'm Geezer and we're on Lazarus doing a solo wipe. Careful not to drink the poop water like that. I'm gonna make some fertilizer. I did eventually get 6 horses in here. Got a pretty scuffed farm. Farming doesn't really work on fresh water on Lazarus, as you may know, but I found this little puddle. It's the only fresh water source except for the mouth of a river. Got a little pool inside for filling jugs. This could be a farm down here, but I'm just using it as a bedroom right now. So this is really just demoing an example of a bunker. Yeah, check it out. And you can't sell fertilizer on here, so it's kind of just for farming, unfortunately. It would be really nice to be able to sell the fertilizer at an outpost. So I did do a couple of grows in here, but it's not a perfect farm. It's a manual farm because the lake, quote unquote, is too shallow for pumps. So unless you do an ocean farm at this point, you can't have pumps on Lazarus. I might not do another one of these just because the lag's been killing me. But I really wanted to try this out just to show you guys before we get into the build. This is a fully HQM hidden bunker, so quote unquote hidden. It doesn't have like raised foundations or anything. You do have to upgrade your TC on Lazarus, and we'll show you that later. Here's just an external view. Got kind of a corral. There's the parachute quest. So right after wipe, like 1 minute in, I went running for this quote-unquote lake. It's really just a really shallow puddle. I checked that you could drink because you can't drink the rivers, and that was my #1 thing, that there was just, you know, some way that I could even fill a bucket, and that's way better than the other fresh water anywhere else. Last wipe there wasn't a lake, I don't think, so this was exciting for me, unfortunately. So I'm just building a starter as fast as I can before anyone comes. Now we need to farm a little more, and once we get level 1, which is really easy to do just by picking stuff up and farming a little, we'll get another kind of build kit, resources kit. This is just kind of where the starter meets the bunker. Boom, now we've got enough for our bunker, I think. We got a little build out we got to do here. Well, not a little one. 15 triangles out. I've done this type of build out quite a lot. Now destroy all these triangles except for one towards the end that I'll show you, and we'll use that one to build off a foundation that is just a medium pixel offset that can still connect to everything, so that everything can still connect together, kind of the 3 different pixel placements, if you will, pixel offsets. Build back with these squares, and then we're gonna destroy these just so they're not in the way. And then we're gonna need to be off center so we can use triangles to surround the doorway here. Oops. Alright, just make some half wall here, a couple half walls. And if you do want to have a foundation, you need to build back with that square that we set aside. And if you practice this a couple of times or a few times, you can do it all in like 2 or 3 minutes, I think. You can stone this triangle ladder hatch or triangle frame right away. Technically you can put a ladder hatch in it actually and just take it out before you seal it. It's an option. I've done it on other builds like that before. And a ladder or a ladder hatch up high will work better than a furnace, but the furnace will work, it's just a tight squeeze. Okay, well we're all set up here. Now we just need to get some like more metal doors and resources to expand. And then we'll add on a 2x2 farm, kind of an inefficient farm that we're going to manually do. Jump up. That's how you're going to seal this, okay? It's a little bit awkward, but I didn't find it was much trouble. It's a minor annoyance. We're just testing to see if it works right now. No problem. So I got the idea of doing a farm from Tom the Tea Guy, of course. Tea Guy Tom. I actually saw him on the last Lazarus wipe when I was just testing building like a really simple farm that I tried to make in the river before discovering that it was impossible because the rivers were broken on Lazarus. And I got the drop on him with a P2 and he came with his mini to the recycler with a duo and AKs and just destroyed me. And I thought I'd do another farm because I wanted to have a better go at it with a bunker. A little tiny bunker, medium size for a solo maybe. So you just got a 2x1 on a 2x1, and then we're going to add a 2x2 farm on the outside. I'll probably just edit out the adding on the 2x2 because it's just a 2x2. We'll try to skip ahead here a little bit for you guys. I do like the look of this area with a little pond here. I wish it was deep enough for a pump. And boats do spawn here. It's crazy. You can't fish, but the boats spawn. So there you go. That's face punch for you. We need a little temporary jump up here. Or run up. And kill some zombies at the monuments nearby, collect, plants and farm and smash barrels, and you'll get experience as well as by PvP. Okay, so I added the 2x2 on, leveled up to get my PvP kit as well. So we're going to build a proper kind of entrance eventually and another level on top where we will put the farm. I didn't get around to building a 2-floor farm on this wipe because I wasn't really serious about farming. I just wanted to play around with it a little bit. Neighbors. So we've got neighbors coming in now, but we're nicely set up already. So I'm just recycling some of the stuff because I know that I need to improve my base now that we've got groups moving in. I want to get a high-qual door, an armored door, and obviously research the BP for get the BP for the garage door first, or as soon as possible. And I can manufacture them now. It was not too tough. It is a 2x server, so getting scrap, it's pretty easy. And as we get cash, we can upgrade the TC. I need a little bit more before I can upgrade to metal, which is a really essential upgrade. Otherwise, you're reliant on using stone honeycomb to protect you from early raids, which, the 10 satchel raid to destroy your whole early wipe, that's a real risk on a 2x server like this. So you got to honeycomb fast, upgrade to metal as fast as you can. Players will target stone bases more than metal bases on day one. That's what I found. And now we're upgrading really quickly. Didn't take us too long. It feels so much more secure. We have the entire core almost upgraded to metal. There we go. Once it's fully honeycombed with stone, will be 12 rockets to TC. A lot of my wipes, I like to have the bunker sealed during the day and just open it, once to load the TC. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Let's farm some barrels for cash so we can eventually upgrade to an armored door and then to high qual core. Got a lot of stuff out there. Let's just sell it. Keep the scrap maybe. Use the ATM. Now we just got to get home with this armored door. It's such a big upgrade because door raiders are quite common even on a build like this. So I really want to get this home. It's a short run. This will eventually fill in with bases. This is so early on that there are very few bases, but eventually it's just lots of bases all throughout here, making it a more dangerous run. Right now it's still sort of safe. I put some TCs around here just to discourage neighbors. Some external TCs. It's a weekly wipe, so I'm not really worried about reopening these TCs at all. Just load a little stone in there. Already got 1 or 2 neighbors. Now let's go farm. I want to take all the trees. That's my goal. If I take all the trees, it should discourage neighbors and also give me enough for kind of a wooden compound corral for my horses. And just kind of make it feel like the lake, the puddle, is all mine. They can still, fill a bucket outside my wall that I will erect, but it'll mostly be mine. And there's a quest, wood quest. When you complete the quest, it'll give you skill points, sort of buffing your character, as it were. Allowing you to do things more efficiently, like always hitting the shining spot on the nodes, or rezzing with full, like respawning on a bag with full hit points, stuff like that. Using a recycler faster. Give me all of the trees. I'll leave 1 or 2 maybe. Found this chainsaw in a red toolbox. So I thought I'd better use it. When the neighbors move in, it'll be tough to use. And farmed a little bit more. I want to get this stuff into my bunker core, some of it. Recycled some comps, and then used the scrap to research the wall and the gate, and boom. I don't think this is deep enough for a pump, but I can manually water from here. Good. Perfect. Very nice. Alright, now we're going to build a proper entrance and a little containment area for some of our farming stuff like the barrel and composter. We'll build a jump up onto the roof as well. Nice sunset. Time to build a farm. We're just going to do a 4 planter box farm here on the top. You could of course do 4 more on the bottom with this build. Just probably put windows down on the bottom for maximum light, although the light that we use will still provide 100% light. And we're going to use this water barrel. We're going to manually fill it. So it's not a very efficient farm, and even the 4 planter boxes, it's not the most efficient design based on the sprinkler output. You might want to check out some of the experts' videos. I'm definitely not a farming expert. Both on water output and circuit setup and things like crossbreeding and cloning and stuff like that. T-Guy Tom has some great starter videos. And as well, if you are a solo like me, you're going to need to process your crops if it's not just produce. And you'll need to use a non-safe zone recycler. That can be tricky if you're solo, because especially at the lower tier monuments, there are constant grubs that are going to shoot you as you process those crops into something that you can sell at the shops. And it takes a little while, and it can be quite dangerous, so I'd recommend taking smaller batches, not all of your crops at once. Maybe divide it into 3 or 4 and bring it little by little. So it is convenient to be nearby one of those non-safe zone recyclers for ferrying stuff around in smaller batches quickly. I'm just wiring stuff up. Like I said, this is not a farming tutorial video really, so you'll want to check out basic circuits and basic kind of water management videos. And I'll leave a link to the T-Guy Tom video. Okay, so got some crops planted. I'm going to try to have just like a produce farm to start here. Not an illicit crop farm. Although I've got another floor down below. Now I'm basically using this water barrel because the lake, I don't have water pump BP right now. I also think the lake will be too shallow, but a water jug, scoop from here, and then I fill the water barrel right here. So it is quite convenient. And that's working around kind of the bug of the rivers not working on this server. Otherwise I would build right into the river. This is the only quote-unquote lake on the map, and so basically there's fresh water here that I have easy access to. And there's still some outside, so other people can get it if there are people building around me a little bit. Not sure if they're going to do farms though. And prime the boxes a little bit, maybe not quite to 5,000. This light does give everything 100%. And I'm going to start a fertilizer. I had a couple of horses, but they got stolen before I could wall this in, because I just found them walking around this morning. That's really it. So I've got like just a basic circuit right now with on and off for the lights. And what else can I tell you? 1 solar panel on top right now, medium battery. If I can add like more lights and stuff, just duplicate this down below. That's it for right now. We'll see how it goes. I'll try, when I get the next batch of seeds, I'll try to do some crossbreeding I've never done before. We'll see if I can kind of get some productive strains. At this point, we're just testing stuff out, so get the fertilizer going next, I think. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still here and you've stuck around for this video, I hope you appreciated my bunker in a Scuffed farm video. And if you are on Lazarus and the rivers are still bugged and you don't have a deep lake, I'd recommend that you make an ocean farm with a desalination on it, and then you could do everything just normally according to ocean rules, and it should work fine. This is more just kind of me having a little fun with a puddle. So I did get raided in this. I did get an offline raid in this wipe, and they didn't get any loot at all. They made it through 3 walls and 3 doors, including the outer wood wall. And it's the bunker completely survived. So that's all I've got for you guys. Thanks for watching everything, and good luck on your next wipe.